Space nerds, No Man's Sky has been on a kick. They impressed me with last year's update bringing in ship interiors so you could get a little more multiplayer going on, but one of the things I said they should do after that was look into more EVA gameplay. And one of the keys to that, I think, is interactions. They just released a new update called Remnant, and it brings in tractor beams. Now, this might not seem like a huge deal to most people. Half-Life introduced this like 20 years ago. But tractor beams are important for a game like this because there's a lot of interaction, there's a lot of moving around, there's a lot of getting in and out of ships, and you can't have everything be grabbed by your hands. Now, Star Citizen got away from this with their own tractor beam in their multi-tool. Now No Man's Sky is doing the same. I'm going to show you the trailer here, just a little bit of it, and then we're going to look at the patch notes and talk about why this is actually a pretty big deal. I think this is a big sign of what's to come in the future, and also some signs of what's going on with Light No Fire. So here's the trailer real quick.
Introducing No Man's Sky version 6.2. A new gravity gun allows players to uncover and salvage hazardous waste. Featuring new flatbeds, trucks, and haulers. Clean up the planet alone or join a salvage crew with friends. Carefully haul valuable salvage and dangerous waste across the planet with an array of new vehicle types. Explore dangerous worlds and salvage wrecks. Choose from flatbeds, incinerators, tank tracks, and spider legs. More will follow. Our journey continues.
That's mostly the gist of it. It's a big deal. Being able to move things around like this is good because it means there's a lot more interactables in the game. And they're talking about salvage here as the main form of gameplay and professions. But this is a game with a lot of spaceships and spaceship building. And what they could do here is they could start to allow pieces of the spaceships to be movable via tractor beams. So you don't have to go into the spaceship builder to move components around. Now, this is a big system. This is just a possibility of where it could go. But I could see this turning into something kind of like how jump space works, in that you can move simple things around, or jump ship, sorry. You can move simple things around and it changes the balance of your ship. This is something that they could put into dungeons, they could move it around bases. Just the fact that they're introducing a new form of interaction is so much bigger than just like a new gameplay style. And I'm probably not selling it quite as well as I could be. Maybe Sean Murray could say more because he's always so excited to talk about it. But what they say here about the gun is that it can manipulate gravity, repelling, tossing, transporting, and arranging physical objects to harvest valuable resources. So much potential for puzzles, for combat. Salvage is just one thing. They could link this in some way with mining. They could put this in with, like I said, base building, with vehicle customization. There's a lot you could do when you get a actual tool added to the game that changes how things work. They also talked about a new Cyclops scope, an exocraft technology attaching to the driver analysis view that allows you to discover fauna, flora, and minerals, or target sweep for mission locations. So just building on the exploration gameplay. To be honest, there's a lot of stuff happening in this game that I think is following a somewhat parallel track to Star Citizen. It's just the fact that Star Citizen has a much more multiplayer aspect to it. If this was the kind of game where you could just start running into players and larger than I don't know how big the server sizes are on here, but 20, 30, 50 players, it would start to feel more kind of like an MMO, like a multiplayer game, like a competitor. I don't think they need to be competitors. Both these games have really good reasons to play both of them, or will, depending on who you are. But I just find it so interesting how their developments are both pushing space games forward, in the sense that they're both trying to introduce systems that take care of a lot of functionality that players want from these kinds of games. We haven't really been able to do that much in the past because it's just the tech hasn't been there. So this new event that they have coming in with this update is the new expedition. And it actually takes place all on one single planet. Drive across country and strip the desert of dangerous industrial remnants. Now, I also think that this is really, if you don't know, they are building another game right now. It's called Light No Fire. And almost everything they do for No Man's Sky is related to Light No Fire. It's technology that they can use in both games. This is a great place for them to test it out, and I have no doubt that this is their chance to test out things around how the boat system's going to work in that game, how having a lot more players in one area might work. Maybe they do start looking into expanding server sizes. I don't know, but it's very clear that Hello Games is actively developing and making the game, and updating the game. They are developing, and that's why we're getting so many interesting changes to the game all the time. This is the same story with Star Citizen. It's just that No Man's Sky actually released something first. This is a really cool update. They've also got a new facility type, waste processing plant, now established on scrap worlds. Those industrial centers offer opportunities for scrap hunters to extract materials and earn rewards for stripping planets of industrial waste. I like a salvager, dude. All the best stories start with a salvager, right? Pretty sure that new Exodus game, the guy is a salvager. You're either a salvager or a miner. We got some new outfits that you can wear, like a timekeeper. Look like a clock on his chest. That's actually a pretty cool outfit, though. Not bad. Gotta lose the cape, though. We don't do capes. Edna said so. Captured Sentinel drones. They can be captured by the tractor beam and flung around. See? You got combat in there, too. Yeah, it's another update from No Man's Sky, which I think for a lot of people is an opportunity to jump in and play and try it, but most people, myself included, still don't stick around long term. It's definitely a jump in and try kind of thing. They're still working on getting, I think, enough story-based stuff to make it gripping long term, but also it's kind of just a sandbox game. It's for the kind of people who like this kind of stuff. That being said, I think they get closer and closer to having a fully fledged space game every year, and I think they are still pushing the boundary forward and really leading at least the visible charge on what space games can do these days. Props out to you, Hello Games. Thank you so much for putting out all these updates for freaking free year after year. I'm going to cover this on the main channel, probably make a video about it. I'll also be streaming it, possibly when this video is live, but also during this drop time period so that we can actually get some drops. I hope you got something from this news update. Thanks for checking it out. I'll see you in the next one.